Hi, welcome to my channel. I just got back from Greece and this video is about the Athens part of that trip. We flew from Chicago to Athens on Turkish Airlines and had a layover in Istanbul. The Istanbul airport is so huge and impressive. It felt like a luxury shopping mall, but the food was crazy expensive. Overall, I really liked Turkish Airlines. We arrived in Athens at like 10 p.m. and we just went straight to our hotel to check in. And we just took the metro from the airport. I love how when you book a hotel in Europe, you'll randomly get a balcony, and I'm never expecting it. After checking in, we went back out to get dinner, and we went to this souvlaki gyro place, and I just got a gyro. It was the first one I had on this trip, and the only one just because I don't really like tzatziki. The next morning, we went to get breakfast at a place called Overroll, and this is basically like a cafe that sells puff pastry in a bunch of different forms, and it was really amazing. Overall, in Athens, I did feel very safe, even being out pretty late and taking the metro. Just watch out for pickpocketers, but I didn't feel like anyone was going to pickpocket me at all. After eating, we headed towards the Acropolis because we didn't buy tickets in advance, so we wanted to get there early so that we could be sure to see it. Walking around Athens reminds me so much of Rome, the way there's just random historical sites sprinkled all throughout the city, and the type of buildings that they have also seems very similar. I do think I prefer Rome though because I like how the buildings are more colorful and there's not as much graffiti. Once we got to the Acropolis, we got in line and we were able to buy tickets for early afternoon. It's €30 per person to enter, and there is a free toilet right by where the line is, in case you're wondering. After buying tickets, we just explored the surrounding area, which is called Anafiotika, and it's a really cute neighborhood at the base of the Acropolis. And we stopped by this church, and we took a peek inside, and it's really beautiful inside, so don't skip looking inside. This is the oldest church in Athens, and it was originally built in the 11th century. The views from this part of Athens are spectacular, and you definitely should not miss it. There are really narrow, winding pathways everywhere, and it's really fun to walk around and just kind of explore. Then we got souvlaki for lunch. If you go here, just know that it can get really crowded, and my souvlaki was really good but a little too salty. And then we went to the Athens National Garden for a little bit. We didn't have a ton of time because we had to get to the Acropolis, so we ended up going back when we came back to Athens at the end of the trip. But this garden is really nice, and there's a ton of turtles and random birds. I don't know what some of them were, but if you have time, definitely check this place out. And then we had to hurry up and go back to the Acropolis. Visiting the Acropolis was fascinating. It's something I've always wanted to do, of course. And luckily the weather was really nice. It was sunny and it wasn't too hot. I learned my lesson when we went to Tokyo Disney not to put off outdoor activities on trips. When you have nice weather, you should always just do the outdoor stuff. Don't risk saving it for later in case the weather isn't good. When we came back to Athens, it actually rained, so I'm so glad we went when we did. We booked a flight for 9:30 to Santorini because it was faster and cheaper than taking a ferry. We flew with Ryanair, so we had to run back to the hotel and get our luggage because they were holding them, and before that we ate dinner quickly. I had calamari and my husband had salmon pasta. After visiting the islands at the end of our trip, we came back to Athens, and we arrived at night again. I really liked this hotel, except I don't recommend it because the mattress was literally as hard as a rock. And the next morning we went to Overroll again because I really wanted to try something different. I really love this restaurant. I got the lemon roll and it was really good, 10 out of 10. And then we walked back towards Plaka. We wanted to visit the Acropolis Museum, and we also wanted to go in the morning because we didn't have tickets yet, but it was really easy to get tickets. I feel like this is a must-do if you visit the Acropolis because it has all of the statues from the structure, and you don't want to miss out on that aspect. Then we got lunch here. They won awards for the best moussaka in Athens, and that's what we got, and it was really good. And then we went back to the National Garden just to walk around it a little bit more, and it was raining off and on, but it was still really nice out. On the north side of the garden is the old royal palace, and I really wanted to see it, but I forgot to go over there somehow. So if you're in the garden, make sure to check it out. Next, we went to the prison of Socrates. It's debated whether or not this was actually even a prison, but it was still fun to see and it was kind of spooky. I bought this sweatshirt because it was pretty chilly and raining, and I didn't want to go back to the hotel because it would take up too much of our day. While we were walking past the Acropolis, lightning actually struck the hill and it was really loud and super close to us, and we saw just like a bright flash, and we were joking about it being Zeus, and it was kind of fun. This area has tons of cats, like living in the ruins. So if you're looking for cats to pet, this part of Athens has a ton. And because we've been so busy, I hadn't really done a lot of shopping, so we went to Monastiraki Square, which is an area with a bunch of little shops, and it was pretty good but a little bit touristy. And then we went back to Restaurant Atlantico for dinner. I wanted to get the salmon pasta that my husband had the previous time, and then after that, we just went back to the hotel and went to bed because our flight was really early in the morning the next morning to go home. And we did take the metro back to the airport in the morning. And if you're wanting to take it, you just take the Blue Line 3 and it's €9 per person. Just make sure you get on the one that says it's going to the airport because there's one that is local too. It just doesn't go all the way to the airport and you'll have to transfer. And that's all for this video. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed. My next video will be Santorini, and then the one after that will be Milos, so keep an eye out for those, and please subscribe to my channel.